the connection. I think we're still having internet issues. I'm not really sure. Here in Florida, recovering from the hurricanes, and I hope that you guys are going to now join me again. I wanted to hop on real quick to announce that I have formal courses again. This time we are going to be very specific and strategic. These are live virtual courses. But first, I'm just coming to say hi, and I hope everyone is well, and I hope everybody's safe. And it's been a very rough 6 weeks, I would imagine, with the two hurricanes. All right, great. So we're here, we're live again. So yes, everybody's still recovering. There's still internet issues, but good. I'm glad you joined me here. So yes, Florida had got it bad, North Carolina as well. So a lot of people are suffering, and it is still, a lot of people are still don't have power. I was without power for 6 days, and we weren't even a direct hit. So a lot of people are affected in this, and there's going to be a lot of recovery, but things are slowly coming back. People are cleaning up and getting organized again. And I just come back from, like I said, this trip from Paris and my daughter's wedding. And I wanted to let you guys know about the live classes that I have now. Other than my YouTube channel and the videos that I put out somewhat regularly, we'll try to get more regularly, I'm also offering the live virtual courses. These are short courses, guys, that are virtual, meaning it is not a taped course. You are working with me. They're very small classes. They're 3 to 5 students per class. It's intensive. It goes on for 1 month. It's 4 hours once a week. And there are a lot of information prior to each class and during class and after class. So you get to have me live as if this is a classroom. So I have found the need for this for a long time. I've been sort of pressured into doing this for a while. I never really wanted to have a school. That was never my effort. I never ever wanted to do anything that was taped or boring, and that's why I'm a YouTuber. But I believe now that a live format in a course where you're there present and asking questions in real time, and your specific questions and your dilemmas are answered in real time is what is needed in a school setting. So these are courses that I have developed from my 40 years of experience in the industry, working around, in different companies, as well as teaching professionally. I taught university level courses in fashion design, pattern making, draping, sewing, and I also taught CEOs and individuals from 7 years old to 70 years old. Yes, it is needed, and but this is a commitment as well. So you see on Instagram and you see on YouTube and TikTok where you can go to locations and do an intensive weekend or course. Those are great too. I believe in that as well. But I believe that this type of atmosphere is actually needed because the amount of money for transportation and room and board and all of that involved is what you need to do when you're doing that. But when you're doing a live Zoom, there is a little bit of a takeaway as well. You're going to have to be prepared. There are things that are necessary in order to take these courses, meaning you're going to have a well-lit room, you're going to have a work table, and you're going to have your phone and your computer or camera and your computer where I can see your work and you can see mine, and you're going to be able to dialogue with me. So those little things that you're going to have to be able to do are going to be necessary, but that is the trade-off and still more cost-effective than traveling, room and board, and paying crazy amounts of money for courses. For years, people have been on me to put on schools or classes, and I've decided to put very strategic courses. Now, you know that you can, on my website, get a custom sloper set made specifically for you to fit you. But now, for the first time, I'm teaching you what I do, what's in my brain, my 40 years of experience, and I'm teaching you how to do it. So you're learning how to actually fit properly, not the home sewing, little, mathematical or book type of things, the actual industry way of fitting a garment, the way we do it when we're actually manufacturing, the way we do it when we're actually having custom designs, when we're making a custom or couture garment or a costume, etc. This is the way it's done, and I'm teaching you exactly how it's done. We did it with the dress sloper so that you can have a sloper pattern and then use that sloper pattern, which is your body or your customer's body, and then manipulate that sloper in order to make other designs. So it's not just generic. We are not drafting here. I do not believe in the drafting process. If you want that, there are many of those people out there. I'm a couturier, I drape, and I flat pattern. There's some drafting that is needed, but it is not a full drafted sloper that you're working with. You are getting my tried and true sloper sets that I offered. These are the same sets of slopers that I've used in the industry with my own private label, as well as when I worked 40 years for other design companies as their head designer, head pattern maker, etc. So these are tried and true slopers that have already been tweaked to fit human bodies. Yes, they have to change. Yes, they have to be adjusted to fit you better, and that's a whole course. I also have it for my jackets, for the peak lapel jacket to make the perfect jacket pattern. And I already did a little dry run with that with my YouTube members. By the way, guys, if you're not a YouTube member, please examine that and be a member. My hourly rate, the minimum of my hourly rate is $120 an hour. You can sign up for $9.99. I have not changed the price. I'm thinking about changing the price, but I have not changed the price in the entire time that I have put this on. You get to pick my brain once a month live, the first Monday of every month for $9.99. And let me tell you, they take advantage of it. The people that have been with me for years take advantage of it. And all you have to do is go on my main page of my YouTube channel. Right next to the subscribe button, you'll see the join button. You'll say join. Click on that. You'll see a short video and follow the steps. And then you get a Zoom link the Sunday prior, and then you're live with me on every Monday, 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Without fail, and you get to ask me questions. I do live demonstrations, and everything that is on that platform, it is not shared to YouTube. This is privately for you guys and you guys only. So anybody who's taking my courses have to be a part of the YouTube membership, but that's just a side note. So the next course that I'm offering will be the garment construction course. Now this is a course, it is not a preliminary course where I'm teaching you this is a thread and this is a needle. You have to know a little bit of the basics of the sewing machine. We will be working on a home sewing machine. I would like to also incorporate the industrial machine for those who want that as well. You'll be learning exactly what I was teaching university level stuff, which is how to have control over certain manipulations with fabric and the machine to do straight lines, corners, curves, pivoting, and then certain seams. You'll be actually getting a library of seams. You will learn the French seam, the flat felt, the self seams, and all of these seams that are done in the industry. You'll also, learn how to sew a garment, how to put the darts in, the seaming, how to press it, the actual zipper, the facings, the hand stitching for a hem. You'll make an entire garment in muslin so you can get the practice of that. I really believe that what you learn, and how do I say this, the form. I mean, I grew up, with my father being a tennis master, and he would always say the form is actually more important than the actual level that you achieve. So I really believe in the form and understanding the proper terminology, the proper way of doing something, so that if you do continue to take courses through me or you go to a university, you are set. You are ahead of the team, because you will know exactly what needs to be done. You will be professional. You will be admired in the respect and respected. Because let me tell you guys, if you don't know the proper terminology and the proper way of doing something, and you decide you want to put a line together, and you're going to New York or you're going to LA or any of those, or even other countries, and you're instructing them on what you want them to make, and you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know the basics, you will not be respected and you will not get what you want achieved. So even if you don't do this, even if you don't sit behind a machine when you're actually manufacturing or making your garments, and I had seamstresses, but if I didn't know what I was doing, that I couldn't tell them this is what I want done, this is how I want it done, it would have been a disaster. So you need to know it whether you make it yourself or not. I believe that the foundation is key, just like you said, and that's why I'm actually doing it. Okay, so I am doing the courses. I think I have 4 or 5 courses already laid out on my website, eliascouture.com. You can read about them. They may be tweaked, they may change a little bit. So what I've done now, because I have to fill the course, I have to have a minimum of 3 people to 5 people to actually start any of the courses, I have developed what's called a wish list. So you can sign up, you can read the course you want, then you can go to the wish list, and for $25 you can sign up for the wish list. You're not out any money, because when you sign up for the wish list, whatever sloper or pattern that is necessary for that particular course, you will get free. It'll be a downloadable to your email, and you will get that. So that's the price of the actual pattern anyway. So you're not, and once the course is full, or when it's ready to be launched, then I tell you go ahead and buy the course, and then we start the course, and then I give you what day it's going to be, the time period that it's going to be, and we get started. So it's been successful. It wasn't somewhat, it was very successful. I had, happy customers. Yes, it was intense. Yes, it was trying, and there was a learning curve of things that I felt that should have been known before the course. So now I'm tweaking them to make sure that you are prepared. I do allow a 15-minute either Zoom or phone call with me to make sure that you are in the right place. If you want to take any of my courses, you will not be floundering around. I want to make sure you're right where you need to be. And so that you can email me at eliascouture@gmail.com if you have any questions. And I can navigate you a little bit further on that. But I do post here as well as Instagram. Those are pretty much my only platforms. I do not, somewhat on TikTok as well, but if you want to find out more, go on eliascouture.com or susaneliascouture.com, or even Susan Elias, I believe you can get .com. You can get me. So you can read about the courses that we're going to be doing. The next one launching late October, November will be the garment construction course. It is the foundation of sewing for fashion design, or for yourself, or for anything, so that you can learn the technical and the proper way to actually garment construction that is done in the industry, so that you know the way it's supposed to be done. And I believe in my heart that these are solid things to learn. If we feel that we need to grow and do more, we will. But right now, I think I have 4 or 5 courses set aside that I want to specialize in. Hi, so I just appreciate you guys being a part of this and following and liking and sharing my videos for all these years. And they finally did it. They finally got to me where I'm going to be doing some formal classes for you guys so that you can learn the proper way to do things as a fashion designer, student, as somebody who wants to sew perfectly for themselves, or someone who maybe does custom or alterations for others, or costumes, or whatever level you want to achieve. I'd rather you understand it the proper way. So, yes. Okay, will this upcoming class be useful for manufacturing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because this is terminology that you're going to need